Hi, I'm Tim Battersby and these are my teachers who are going to be in my session today. All the participants appearing in this recording give their permission for the recording to be housed in ACE's online learning platform and to be used for assessment and teaching purposes. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, in session 2, we will have done a quick recap over the first session in which we talked about the role of emotion coaches, and you as teachers and myself as the lead instructor and the parents of the students are what we call the emotion coaches. So part of our session today is helping you with some of the skills and activities and understandings that are necessary for you to become an emotion coach for the students in your care. Okay, so let's just do a really quick recap on some of the visual cues that we talked about last week. So if a feeling is an okay feeling, what would the visual cue be? Yeah, and if it's not an okay feeling, and if we want to ask what happened, and how did that make you feel? Excellent. Okay, great. All right, so one of the first tools that we use, and we use quite a lot with students to help them understand what they're feeling and how intense that feeling is the strengths bar, the feeling strengths bar. So you can see here, we've got the feeling happy strength bar, the feeling sad strength bar, the feeling worried strength bar, and the feeling angry strength bar. So it has 3 different parts to it. It has the colours, it has the visual of the face showing the intensity of, in this case, happiness, and then it has the words. Because our ASD kids are visual learners, it's really good to have the 3 different types of visuals there. So, for example, I might say, I was running late today and I was feeling a bit worried. So, when I was running late and feeling a bit worried, I was a little worried. Or I might say, I was getting ready for work this morning and my son hid my shoes, and that made me feel angry, and I felt. Number 2, angry. So I'm going to ask you now if you can think of an example of one of these happy, sad, worried or angry emotions that you felt recently, and then you can just explain using the strengths bar.
Okay.
How that made you feel.
Yesterday when I got home from work, one of the dogs had gone and chewed one of the other dogs' toys, so that made me a little angry. So on the strength bar, I was at number 1.
Great. Yep.
The Craigieburn roadworks during January and February made me feel very angry.
Excellent. Thanks. Okay, so this is something that we get the students used to using and getting familiar with, what they're feeling in different situations, and then the intensity of the feeling, and also for them to be able to see what other people in their environments are feeling, and getting to them to sort of interpret, what they're feeling and how different people can feel, with the same situation, might feel different intensities or even different feelings. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is going to use a worksheet which you could, as a teacher, keep handy, and when you have situations that arise in your classroom with these students, you can use this worksheet to help them go through and identify what has happened and what that made them feel and the intensity. So there's 3 steps basically, and we use this example of the worksheet. So in this part of the worksheet, they can either write down what happened, or they might draw a picture, or they might cut something out of a magazine, picture out, and stick it in to talk about the situation and what happened. And then the next step is that they identify how that made them feel, and it could be either happy, sad, worried, angry, or okay. And then they identify the intensity as we've just done before on the strength bar, the feeling strength bar. Okay, so what we'll do now is I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to pretend that I'm the student and that you're the teacher, and then you're going to help me go through this process.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm a student and I was on my iPad and I was having a great time. I was really getting into the task that you'd given me to do, but I had to go to the toilet, so I left my iPad open and then I went off to the toilet, and when I came back, Arnold had picked up my iPad and he had like completely like gone out of what I was working on, and I couldn't get back in there. And I was just like, I was so upset.
So, what happened?
Well, I had to leave and go to the toilet, and then when I came back, Arnold had deleted my things off the iPad.
Okay. So, are you okay or not okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel angry.
Okay. So, on the scale, where would you say you are on the angry scale? On the angry strength?
It made me very angry.
Very angry.
Yeah.
Okay. So, why don't we draw or write about what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what we can do is we can draw the arrow
Okay.
of number 3 to the picture.
This is my iPad. And this is me going to the toilet. And then this is Arnold. And he was changing my iPad. And he was doing something different on my iPad. And so when I came back, I couldn't get my work back.
Okay, and you said that on the feeling angry strength bar, you were very angry.
Very angry.
Are you still feeling that way?
Oh, I'm not so angry now. I'm talking about it a bit more. Maybe angry. I'm still angry. Yeah. Okay, excellent. Thank you for that. All right, so a really good example.
Cool.
Okay, thanks.